Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu felicitates NECA 2025 winners on National Energy Conservation Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Jordan visit from tomorrow marks 75 years of India-Jordan diplomatic relations. MP Pankaj Chaudhary elected as BJP Uttar Pradesh President. And West Bengal government forms inquiry committee to look into vandalism at Messi event in Kolkata. And now the news in detail. Today is National Energy Conservation Day. This day is annually observed to raise awareness about the importance of energy conservation and to highlight the nation's achievements in energy efficiency. On the occasion, President Draupadi Murmu felicitated the winners of the National Energy Conservation Awards, or the NECA 2025, and National Painting Competition on Energy Conservation 2025 in New Delhi. Addressing the gathering, the President said that energy conservation is no longer just an option but a necessity of the present time. President Murmu emphasized that every unit of energy saved reflects a sense of responsibility towards nature and demonstrates care and sensitivity for future generations. President Murmu said that India has taken significant steps in the areas of energy conservation and clean energy transition. The President noted that the country has fulfilled its clean energy commitments ahead of the stipulated time frame, marking an important achievement in the direction of enhanced energy efficiency and decarbonization. For the Best Performing State Award in Energy Efficiency, Karnataka was awarded the first prize in Group 1. Andhra Pradesh bagged the first prize in Group 2, whereas Kerala was chosen the winner in Group 3. For Group 4, Assam secured the first position and Chandigarh won the first position in Group 5. In the National Painting Competition on Energy Conservation 2025, Anuj Prince from Ambala bagged the first prize in the Group A category, while Soumya Jeet Malik from Odisha emerged as the winner in the Group B category. Moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day visit to Jordan, beginning tomorrow, marks 75 years of the establishment of diplomatic ties between the two countries. From phosphates fueling India's farms to deep cultural bonds, this partnership is set to grow stronger. Indian Ambassador to Jordan, Manish Chauhan, described it as a milestone moment for trade, food security, and people-to-people ties. The visit comes amid sustained high-level political engagement between New Delhi and Amman and is expected to further strengthen cooperation across multiple sectors.
25 years of diplomatic relations between India and Jordan.
It's a truly historic and a landmark visit. This is the year when we are celebrating 75 years of establishment of diplomatic relationship between India and Jordan. And perhaps this is the most memorable occasion, and we couldn't have asked for more. We are all looking forward to his presence in our midst, the Indian community here, and His Majesty and the entire government and the leadership have been.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today shared an article written by Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region, Jyotiraditya Scindia, in English daily. Responding to a post of Scindia on social media, the Prime Minister said that the minister's article describes Nagaland's Hornbill Festival as a kaleidoscope of the human spirit and a masterful convergence of the ancient and the contemporary. Prime Minister Modi reiterated that the country will rise only when the Northeast shines. Meanwhile, Scindia highlighted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision has placed the Northeast at the forefront of India's development journey, unlocking its economic and human potential. Sharing his article on social media, he added that the Hornbill Festival of Nagaland gives the transformation a cultural voice, showing that growth is strongest when anchored in identity. In other news, the Union Minister of State for Finance and seven-time MP Pankaj Chaudhary has been elected president of the BJP's Uttar Pradesh unit. The official announcement was made by Union Minister and BJP election in charge Piyush Goyal in Lucknow today. Outgoing state president Chaudhary Bhupendra formally handed over the BJP flag to Pankaj Chaudhary, symbolizing the transfer of charge. Chaudhary, a seven-time MP from Maharajganj, is being projected as a key figure in the BJP's outreach to other backward classes in Uttar Pradesh. Alongside the state president, the BJP completed the election of its National Council members from Uttar Pradesh. A total of 120 new members were elected. The National Council members play a key role in selecting the party's national president.
पंकज चौधरी जी भारतीय जनता पार्टी उत्तर प्रदेश के नवनिर्वाचित प्रदेश अध्यक्ष के रूप में घोषित करते हुए बहुत प्रसन्नता हो रही है.
And now let's go for a short commercial break. Please stay with us.
दीदी नौकरी लग गई.
अरे वाह, बधाई हो. तो अब तो ढेर सारी शॉपिंग.
हाँ दी, नया मोबाइल.
अरे रुको शहजादे, सैलरी से पहले खर्चे.
इंस्टेंट लोन भी तो मिलता है.
पहले बजट बनाना सीखो, फिर खर्च करो.
पर दी,
देखो, कमाई का एक हिस्सा हमेशा बचाना चाहिए, लेकिन पार्टी देने से नहीं बचोगे तुम.
हाँ दी, पार्टी मेरी, बजट तुम्हारा.
अच्छा.
आरबीआई कहता है,
सही वित्तीय बर्ताव करे आपका बचाव.
And welcome back. A suo motu case has been registered by the police in connection with the incident at the Salt Lake Yuva Bharti Krirangan in Kolkata yesterday. Earlier, the police arrested Satadru Datta, the organizer of Messi's event at the Salt Lake Yuva Bharti Krirangan, following questioning for 2 hours. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee ordered an inquiry committee under retired Justice Ashim Kumar Ray. Fans and spectators became angry and entered the ground of the Yuva Bharti Krirangan yesterday and destroyed assets after they did not get a glimpse of football icon Lionel Messi.
तोड़ दी थी. इस मामले में इवेंट के ऑर्गेनाइजरों पर आरोप लगाए गए हैं.
Failure. His visit has been messed up beyond description. The reasons behind this, how this could happen, what is the role and responsibility of the organizers, what is the role and responsibility of the government, particularly the police. I could also meet the committee which has been set up for this purpose, headed by a retired judge of the High Court, the Chief Secretary, Home Secretary and others in the picture. This incident, this single incident has brought untold shame to the football lovers everywhere, particularly those in Kolkata. A judicial inquiry into the matter. This I had pointed out immediately after the incident took place. Arrest of the organizers, not the organizers. Refund the ticket money paid by the public.
In Delhi, the Directorate of Education has directed all schools to conduct classes for students up to class 9 and 11 in a hybrid mode in light of the deteriorating air quality in the national capital. This decision follows an order issued by the Commission for Air Quality Management, which invoked Stage 4 actions under the Graded Response Action Plan, or GRAP, with immediate effect to curb further worsening of the air pollution levels in Delhi NCR. According to the circular issued yesterday, government-aided and unaided recognized private schools under the Directorate of Education, NDMC, MCD and the Delhi Cantonment Board have been instructed to offer both physical and online classes wherever feasible until further orders. For students of classes 10 and 12, classes will continue to be held in schools. Stage 4 curbs include a ban on all construction activities and the entry of non-essential polluting trucks into Delhi. The decision comes as the air quality index in the National Capital Region worsened, crossing the 400 mark in several areas. The Delhi government has also directed all government and private offices in the city to shift at least 50% of their staff to work from home. A similar directive has been issued on November 24th following the implementation of GRAP 3 measures, but it was later withdrawn after the restrictions were lifted later that month. In other news, Thailand announced a curfew in its southeastern Trat province today as fighting with Cambodia spread to coastal areas of the disputed border region 2 days after U.S. President and would-be peacemaker Donald Trump said the sides had agreed to stop. The Southeast Asian neighbors have resorted to arms several times this year since a Cambodian soldier was killed in a May skirmish, reigniting a conflict that has displaced hundreds of thousands of people on both sides of the border. Thailand's curfew covers 5 districts of Trat province that neighbor Koh Kong, excluding the tourist islands of Koh Chang and Koh Kood. The military had previously imposed a curfew in the eastern Sakyo province, which remains in force. Thailand and Cambodia have exchanged heavy weapons fire at multiple points along their 817-kilometer border since Monday in some of the most intense fighting since a 5-day clash in July that ended with Trump and Malaysian mediation.
Arms several times this year since a Cambodian soldier was killed in a May skirmish.
Stage is set for an electrifying showdown in the HPCA Stadium in Dharamshala as India and South Africa lock horns in the third T20I with the series perfectly poised at 1-1. The Pro Ts, fueled by Quinton de Kock's masterful batting and middle order's solid contributions, bounced back strongly in the second game and their dressing room is buzzing with confidence. The Indian team, on the other hand, is regrouping after a disappointing second game where only Tilak Verma's 50 kept them in the hunt. South Africa's batting lineup, led by de Kock and Eden Markram, will be looking to continue their good form, while India's bowlers, led by Hardik Pandya, will be eager to get back on track.
अभी भी साफ नहीं है। यही नहीं, कप्तान सूर्य कुमार यादव और शुभमन गिल का ना चलना भी एक बड़ी दिक्कत है। शुभमन गिल पहले मैच में सिर्फ 4 रन तो दूसरे मैच में 0 पर आउट हुए। वहीं कप्तान सूर्य कुमार यादव का बल्ला भी लंबे समय से खामोश है। उन्होंने टी20 की पिछली 25 पारियों में अब तक सिर्फ 2 अर्धशतक ही लगाए हैं। गेंदबाजी में जिस तरह से अर्शदीप सिंह और जसप्रीत बुमराह पिछले मैच में लाइन और लेंथ से भटकते रहे, उसे भी इन दोनों को दुरुस्त करना होगा। बात दक्षिण अफ्रीका की करें तो टीम मानसिक रूप से बेहद मजबूत दिख रही है। खासकर क्विंटन डी कॉक, एडन मार्कराम अच्छे फॉर्म में दिख रहे हैं। वहीं गेंदबाजी में मार्को जेंसन और ओटनिल बाटमैन का जिस तरह से प्रदर्शन रहा, वो इस टीम का मनोबल बढ़ाने वाला है। मैच धर्मशाला में है तो एक बार फिर ओस बड़ा किरदार निभाएगी। ऐसे में देखना होगा कि भारतीय टीम इस बार किस तरीके से दक्षिण अफ्रीका कैंप से लोहा लेकर बाजी मारने में कामयाब होती है।
And now let's take a look at weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 7 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Mongkokchung had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 6 degrees Celsius. Peg had a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And to end the news, here's a recap of our top stories. President Draupadi Murmu felicitates NECA 2025 winners on National Energy Conservation Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Jordan visit to spotlight role of Indian diaspora in bilateral ties. MP Pankaj Chaudhary elected as BJP Uttar Pradesh President. And West Bengal government forms inquiry committee to look into vandalism at Messi event in Kolkata. And with that, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Have a good evening.